They say 50 million Frenchmen can't be wrong, but here's one who made the biggest mistake of a lifetime. Hey y'all, it's Vintage Vinny, and welcome to another antique store haul. Everything that I'm going to be sharing with you all came from a place out in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. I hadn't been there since before the pandemic really struck around the world, so I decided to check it out and see what I could find. We are going to check out 3 things that I picked up from the Goodwills that are out there, and then we will look at the stuff that I picked up at the antique mall. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So these were a steal of a deal at 99 cents a piece. They are refrigerator dishes, and I believe these are made by Federal, and they are the ribbed pattern in the pink depression glass. They're not perfect. The lids do have some chipping on them, but most lids do that I've seen with Pyrex and other things that I find at the thrifts. So I did see that a set of these can sell for about 25 bucks. So I went ahead and bought those to be invested in it for only 2, and to be able to sell it for 25, I think that was well worth it. The last item I'm going to be sharing with you all that came from the Goodwill out in that area is this really awesome green swung glass vase. I believe it's Viking, if I'm not mistaken, because of that green. I did only pay $2 for it. And I've never seen that diamond pointed pattern before. I just thought that was really, really interesting. That's not the only cool thing about it, though. It glows under the black light. That was the last thing I expected. But I was really, really happy to pick it up. And look at how bright and vibrant that is. How incredible is that? So I felt that was definitely worth it for $2, and I will be adding that along with my other green swung glass vase that I have. Not that I really need to start another collection, but when I can find these cheap, depending on what color they are, I'll either keep them for myself or I will offer them to you guys. So before we jump into the antique store stuff, I thought you might like to see what I picked up on eBay really cheap. These are what I believe to be Hazel Atlas salt and pepper shakers, milk glass with the red lids, and they have sailboats on them. Now they come in a wide variety of different styles. I think I've seen Dutch, like with the windmills and things like that. I've seen that one before. Very common. I've seen some other ones, but I really like the sailboats, so I had to have those when I saw them listed. And apparently $8.50, especially when the antique store, sometimes people will want $10, $12 for just one shaker. So when I saw the matching set, I felt that I had to have it. And they do say made in USA on the bottom of them. I'm not sure who made them. Like I said, I think it's Hazel Atlas, but I could be wrong. If you all happen to know, let me know in the comment section below. So everything we are looking at now came from the Berkeley Springs Antique Mall. I spent $108.12. This was the last stop that I made for my birthday weekend, and I'd say I got some pretty decent stuff. Now, it's not a lot, but the vast majority of my expense went to a group of items and probably my favorite pieces that I bought, and you guys will see that at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Paid $3 for this 1950s confidential magazine. It's basically the tabloid of that era, where, stars, ridiculous stories come out about stars. Not that all magazines were truthful, even back then, but this one, I think, has that reputation of just basically spreading rumors, even though maybe some of it was true. But I really liked this image of Jane Russell, and there's a much larger image of it in there. Let me see if I can find it real quick so that way we're not going too long. Like, look at that. Look at that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Look at that. It could only happen in Paris. They say 50 million Frenchmen can't be wrong, but here's one who made the biggest mistake of a lifetime. And then there's that, or I think this was around the time that Emmett Till was tragically killed. I can't remember when that was. That had to have been in maybe, I think this may have been 1955 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, definitely interesting. I love the graphics in these old magazines, and I just couldn't say no. So I hope you sent your kids away just for a few minutes so I can show you all the saucy stuff here. The girl on the left I paid $3 for. She's supposed to have salt shakers that look like boobies, but they were missing, and I just liked her. She kind of reminded me of Jane Mansfield or Diana Dors a little bit. It'd be kind of funny if I just found boob salt and pepper shakers at another vendor mall or something. Although it would be kind of awkward considering I bought phallic-shaped salt and pepper shakers, and I walked away from the counter as quickly as possible when I bought those, so I didn't have to have any awkward conversations about them. So this girl is really, really cool. She's from 1964. She's a campus cutie, and she's made by the Louis Marks Company. And this one is called Nighty Night. And I think that's 1964. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in this part of the video. She was $7, and they don't really go for a whole lot more than that online, but I didn't have to pay shipping, and I love her. Now, if you all remember a while back, Katie from Vintage and Vinyl actually sent me one of these ashtrays. Not this one specifically, but one like it. And I absolutely love it, and I'm happy to have this one in my collection. So this was $14, and that's about the going rate, maybe about $20 for eBay, but I didn't have to pay shipping again, so I was happy to support a local business, or a smaller business, I should say, because they're not really local to me. But yeah, this would look great on a vanity in a bathroom, or like on a shelf displayed with other ones, or if you just like to use them. I mean, I wouldn't recommend using them as an ashtray. Maybe you could put coins in there, or I don't know. It's just fun. Fun stuff. So before I share my most expensive purchase from this mall, I thought I'd let you all know, if you've never been to Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, it is a little vacation destination in West Virginia. It's like a little touristy town. The only problem that I have with that antiques mall is the fact that no booths ever run sales. I think I've been there 3 times since I've moved up here, and every time I've gone there, I see the same exact things in the same booths. Like, nothing really seems to change. And I'm not saying that, vendors have to cater to the resellers and price, to a point where we are the ones that make money and they don't, or they don't make enough. But I'm just saying, run a sale as a courtesy to your people, because, if I had a booth, I would want things to sell. But my only hiccup with having a booth is that you can't ask online prices for things because you'll never make any money. That's my 2 cents on that. That's why I probably won't ever have a vendor space, because I wouldn't be able to get exactly what I want for something in my town. It would have to be all throughout the US or all throughout the world in order for me to get the price that I want for something. That's just my 2 cents, but let's go ahead and check out the last item that I bought at this antique mall, and probably my favorite. And the last item we're going to be taking a look at that I purchased from this antique mall is this really awesome 1950s, 1960s gold and black Seahorse Mantle Set. It was originally $150. However, this vendor was unfortunately leaving the mall. He or she was retiring, and their booth was 50% off. So I felt that $75 for the set was really well worth it. I haven't seen another set like this. I'm really, really digging the seahorses with the bubbles. I love the clock. And I'm not really a fan of gold and black, but this set just really is amazing. And to only pay $75, what a steal of a deal. Oh, by the way, They did come with these shades. Now, I don't like these at all. Personally, I would prefer two-tiered fiberglass lampshades on these, and I think they would look way better, in my opinion. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with these. I don't even know if somebody would be interested in purchasing them, because they're not really in, if you get what I mean. Like, they're kind of dated, is what I'm trying to say. But nonetheless, the clock and the lamp bases themselves are absolutely fantastic. So that is everything that I would like to share with you all today. Let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite item or favorite items I shared in this haul. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to get notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure and check me out on Instagram, the link to it is down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!